So I hit this one button, record. Hey, it's Walter Van Dusen at the 2024 NAB Show with my good friend from Sony. We're going to talk about something really interesting to those of us that are using FX3s and FX30s, correct?
That's correct.
It's the beta version of the new. Is this version what?
This is the beta version.
Of what?
Uh,
What will it be?
There were
4.0?
oh, no more than that. Okay, 5.0 and 6.
So we're gonna have 6.0 on the FX3 and 5.0 on the FX30. And the big talk of the show is, show me what's the big talk of the show.
Okay, so one of the feature, we didn't announce the full feature list yet, but the key feature that every people asking for the past 2 years, I got so many requests, is shutter angle. Because as a cinema camera, shutter angle is very important for serious productions. Just imagine on a movie set, if the DP set, please adjust shutter angle to 160 degrees.
And my FX6 has that.
Yes, then traditionally on the FX3 and FX3 and FX30 users, they have a cheat sheet.
Yes.
Then you can quickly reference what the shutter speed.
Which takes time.
Yes. Now you can just quickly dial. Now I'm going to show you what the menu system looks like. So basically what you do is under the exposure settings, and please understand now it's like the firmware is not 100% confirmed. So
we're getting the pre-visual of
yes.
the software. So it's not perfect.
Yep. So basically the position not 100% locked yet. So when you go into the exposure settings, you will see there's a mode that you can change between speed and angle.
That's kick butt.
Yes. After you change the angle, and when you go to the main menu, you will starting to see.
Wait, let's do this. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
The main menu, you will start to see the angle.
What is that? What is that?
180 degrees.
Get out of here.
Yes. And if you want to change the angle, it's very easy. Basically, same as you do the shutter speed, just press the middle, and you can use the dial to change.
How kick butt is that?
Right? And there's more. Definitely, there will be more features.
What are people asking for? Like, what would people like to see in the future of software? We're not talking about the firmware, but what are some things people are asking for that Sony is listening to?
So there's a lot of features. Like for example, people asking for open gate, wearable ND, potentially for the next generations, internal recording, and we all aware the customers demand.
Sony is listening to its customers.
Yes,
that's what I'm trying to get you to. Sony's listening.
Yes.
And one of the first thing that Sony's providing from customer feedback is shutter angle.
Yes.
And an upcoming firmware update.
Yes.
But we all also listening to the customer that we want also those other items. You see what I'm saying? We're not saying that this won't be in this firmware update to get ND filters built into the FX3 and FX30, but Sony is listening because the cinema line, starting from the FX30 all the way up to the Venice 2, Sony wants it to be seamless.
Yes,
because what Sony's realized that feature films are like the what's the movie that the FX30?
The
Creative. So the Creator was a movie that was primarily shot in FX3, right?
Yes.
With Atomos, with the high res.
Yeah.
Correct. So I think Sony realizes that even the little FX30 and FX3 are actually cinema cameras on the movie screen.
That's correct.
That's pretty awesome, isn't it?
Yes. And you know, like in the creators, we talk about creators, the IMAX movie. Like before the movie come out, who can imagine this camera can do IMAX?
Nobody imagined that, right? Not even Sony.
Yes, because like you know, as we always recognize, camera is not the main, I would say, the only factor to decide the movie quality. There's so many factors to consider, but different tool for different applications.
Right. If you're like a craftsman and you have a little nail you have to hammer in, you have a little hammer. But if you have to drill a hole, you have to have a jackhammer.
That's correct.
So like Sony, there's tools for the small creator like me. I'm rolling around and I have FX3, FX30, and FX6. But if I was moving up, I would have like the Murano. So I have with Sony, you have the opportunity to get into the system, starting with the FX30, which is an amazing camera.
Yep.
Now it's going to have a firmware update that's going to have the similar all the way up to the Venice 2.
That's correct.
Is that amazing?
Yes. traditionally, like the first step at the Sony when we create the cinema line is all about the similar hardware size.
Yes.
For example, Cinetone, which is super popular, is inspired from Venus. It's triggered down from FX9,
Yeah.
FX6, all the way to FX30. It's so popular. Now slowly we are pushing the unify of the operation, which is slowly shut down and go. Like for example, last firmware update we give 24p, we give a Cine EI, all the
And also
technology.
anamorphic.
Yes, anamorphic discrete.
Yeah.
And all of them is kind of passed down from the Venus, the technology.
From the very best. Everything's you have the very best, but you still have the best,
Yes.
even in FX30.
That's right. No, so many people ask, hey, what's Sony going to do next? Look at the more advanced cameras.
Yeah.
We will borrow some of the
Sony is listening to the end user.
Yes.
Sony wants us to be happy.
That's right.
That's the key.
Yes.
And how's your NAB going this year?
NAB, this is amazing. And as our booth is so popular, you can see we have
I
so
can
many
see. That's why I have to come in early. That's why I don't do interviews in the Sony booth. We do it pre-show.
Yes.
Last year I did it post-show, but you see how we're like Jack. Last year, if you watch our videos, we did it post-show. It's better to do these videos in the morning.
That's correct.
It's quiet. We're still refreshed. Get a good night's sleep.
That's right.
Is there anything else you want to talk about? We're gonna go do a short video with the Verano, which is the big news. But for me and a lot of other people, the FX30 and the FX3 is the big news with the firmware update.
Yes.
And I got to see it actually in use. And this is we're gonna do another video, but stay tuned and thank you very much.
Thank you very much.